affecting demand of the same commodity. Okay, so this is what the demand fudge. Now, ma'am, what are the factors that affect the demand? Okay, as we already discussed that there are so many factors, right? The price, the season, the taste and preference, right? So these are known as factor affecting demand as well as the determinants of demand. Okay, so first is price of the same commodity. Okay, so other things being constant, there is an inverse relationship between price of a quantity demanded of the same commodity, right? So if price of a commodity will increase, then demand of the particular commodity will fall down. So first factor is price of the same commodity. For example, if you are talking about tea, so price of tea only, not price of coffee. Okay, then coming to income, very, very important, girls. Listen to it very carefully. For income, you have two goods. One is your normal goods and one is your inferior goods. Okay, so ma'am, now what is normal good and what is inferior good? Okay, so normal good is basically, normal goods are those goods which has a positive. This is plus. So this means positive income effect. And inferior goods are those goods which have a negative. This means minus means negative income effect. Okay, for example, over here you have a t-shirt. Okay, this is from local shop and this is from a branded one. Okay, so of course this is for 1000 rupees. Okay, and this is for only 100 rupees. Okay, so now at that time what you will do over here, when your income, when you are earning 100 rupees, right, at that time you will purchase this one. Will you purchase this one or not? Because you cannot purchase 1001, the branded one, right? But for example, your income increased, right? Now you are earning 2000 rupees. So of course you can purchase the branded one, which is for 1000 rupees, right? So now over here, at that time, this was normal good, right? Because you were purchasing this, right? But once your income increased, now you are purchasing this one. So now this is your normal good, right? And this is your inferior good. Okay, getting the point? When you are purchasing something, that is your normal good. But for example, there are different quality. So less quality one become inferior. Clear? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So now normal goods are those goods which have positive income effect. So for example, if your income will increase, you will increase the production of normal good. But they are those goods, for example, your income increase. So now you will purchase this one. Now why you will purchase this inferior one? So when your income increase, your demand for inferior good decreases, because why you will purchase the less branded one? You will purchase the branded one. So example is full cream milk and toned milk. So when you are earning normal, then you will purchase toned milk. But once your income increase, you will go for full cream milk, right? And the toned one will become your inferior good. So see, no good is inferior until and unless you don't tell us that, ma'am, your income, or you just don't tell us that, ma'am, this is the thing which we are purchasing, right? So other things automatically become inferior. Okay. So there is a direct relationship between income and the normal good. If your income will increase, your demand for normal good will also increase. If your income will decrease, your demand for normal good will also decrease. But there is an indirect relationship between income and inferior good. If your income will increase, then demand for inferior good will go down. Why you will purchase inferior good? Because you are earning good now. Then if your income will come down, why is for income. Okay, then demand for an inferior goods increase because you are not earning good amount of money. So of course you will purchase from local shop itself, right? So this is the relation. Now, third is prices of related good. Again, you have two types of related good. One is your substitute good, one is your complementary good. Now, what are substitute good? For example, tea and coffee. If you are either you can someone will drink tea or coffee, right? But complementary goods are combination. Okay, this is for combination. For example, for car, you need petrol, right? So if you are purchasing car, automatically you will demand petrol, right? So this is what, right? So a substitute good are in place of other, but complementary goods work together. So these are the good which can be used in place of other good, but these are the goods which should be consumed only together to obtain satisfaction. So you should, consume them together, right? It's not like you are using petrol for drinking. It's of no use, right? And car for just sleeping. No. Car and petrol, you will work them together. So there is a direct relationship between price of one good and demand of other good, right? So for example, price of tea increase, right? So at that time, demand of coffee will also increase, right? Because price is increasing of tea. So that means nobody wants to purchase tea. Everyone will demand coffee because the price of coffee is same, right? But here, if the prices of car will increase, right, then demand of petrol will be falling. Very, very important, girls. Don't get confused. See, price of car is increasing. That means people will not demand car. They're like, no, 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 it's very expensive. So automatically the price demand for petrol will also come down. Why? Because nobody is purchasing car. So why they will purchase petrol? Right? Getting the point? Over here, you don't mostly what happens when price increase, the demand comes down. But we are talking about related goods. So over here, you will compare one product with other product, right? Price of one product will be compared with demand of other product. So price of tea is compared with demand of coffee, and price of car is compared with price of demand for petrol. Okay. Then next is taste and preferences or habits. So there is a direct relationship. See, if your favorable condition are there for taste and preferences, your demand will increase, right? But if you don't like something, then of course it will decrease. Then others are basically TPH. Okay, so it can be anything, taste, preference, habit, it can be anything. So for example, others, you will not write this, you will write this. Other can be change in weather. So woolen clothes in winter, its demand increase, but woolen clothes for summer, it demands decrease. Then distribution of income. If income is being distributed equally, all the section of society will demand more because you are increasing. But unequally, then rich will demand, but poor will not demand. And then market size or size of the population. See, if population is more, then your market demand will be more. But if there are only hardly one or two people living in a area, then of course market demand will also fall down. This is very, very important, this one. Okay, future expected price. Okay, there's a direct relation. For example, in future the price of car is increasing, right? So what at that time the demand of car, P is for present demand of car, will also increase. Why? Because people know that in future prices will increase, so they will demand it right now only, right? But for example, if there is a news that future price of car will fall, in future cars will be for low, maybe it's only for 1 lakh or 2 lakh, not for 6 or 10 lakhs, right? So every price, sorry, present demand of car will fall. Everyone will be like, no, 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 we will be purchasing when the price will fall down, not right now. Okay, so future price, there is a direct relationship. If price of car, future price of car are increasing, then present demand of car increases. If future price of car decreases, then present demand of car also decreases. Clear? Okay, I hope everyone is getting it. Very, very important concept. Everyone getting it? No, yes, girls. Okay. Okay, so what you are going to write? First of all, you will write hashtag demand function and this definition. Then you will write factor affecting demand. That first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. In others, you can just write it. Okay. Be very, very, very quick. You don't have to draw this graph and all that. Just write the statement. Girls done?
Yes.
Done, guys.
Yes, teacher.
Girls done? Okay, everyone done?
Just a minute.
Okay, okay, do it, do it.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, so let's just start with the next topic. Basically, this is your homework. Okay, you will take the screenshot for this. Wait, everyone will take the screenshot. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you must be wondering, ma'am, what is this? Okay, this is nothing. Basically, this is a revision table. Okay, so over here, these are the factors. This is the relation, and this is between. Okay, what we did over here, right? This is a summarization table. Price of the commodity, what is the relation? Indirect. Indirect means one will increase, one will decrease. And between price and demand of the same commodity. So according to your need, according to your understanding, you will be drawing this table. Okay. Then second factor was income of the consumer. And for income, there were two goods. One was normal good, one was inferior good. Then price related good, then there was two goods. One was substitute good, one was complementary good. Then taste, preference, habit, then change in weather, future price of future price expectation, and the population size. So we already discussed this, but this table is just to tell you, just for a quick revision, that what is the relationship, whether it's a direct relationship or indirect relationship. Okay, this. Now coming to the next thing, which is basically the difference between the quantity demanded and change in demand. As I already told you that there are two things. One is your QD, one is your simple D, right? So QD is basically when you are talking in context of price, at that time you will say quantity demanded. Okay, but if you are not talking in context of that, in context of price, then it is demand only. So ma'am, what is the difference between change in quantity demand and change in demand? So see, when there is a change in demand of a commodity due to change in price of the same commodity and other thing being constant, it is known as change in quantity demand. And when there is a change in factor other than price, right, of the same commodity, and at that time price will remain constant, it is known as change in demand. These are the factor. Over here, you have put it bar over everyone because other things are constant. Over here, you have put it bar over P X. That means price is constant, but other things are not constant. Okay. So it is of two types. Okay. One is your expansion in demand and one is your contraction in demand. Okay. Okay. Expansion in demand is when, see, expansion is basically, remember one thing, girls, This is very important concept. Okay. Expansion of demand. See, for example, your demand was 2, but now your demand is 4. So what is this? Usually what we say, ma'am, this is increase in demand. Your demand is increasing. But when your demand increases due to price, so at that time you will not say, ma'am, this is increases demand. You will say expansion in demand. Okay. So when demand of a commodity rises due to fall in price of the same commodity, right? That is your expansion in demand. Okay. And contraction is basically decrease, right? So when demand of a commodity falls due to rise in price of the same commodity, then it is contraction in demand. But over here, it is increase in demand and decrease in demand. So increase in demand is when demand rises due to change in factor other than price of the same commodity and price being constant, right? So see, when your demand is increasing because of your price, you will not say increase in demand. You will say, ma'am, it is expansion in demand. Okay. And if it is decreasing, then it is contraction in demand. But if your demand is increasing or decreasing due to factor other than price, then you will say, ma'am, this is increase in demand, this is decrease in demand. Okay. And over here, law of demand is applicable because law of demand only deals with price and demand, right? But here, law of demand is not applicable. Okay. Over here, movement along the demand curve. Over here, it's a movement, right? And over here, it is a shift. Okay. Shift can be rightward or leftward. Movement is also a rotation, where we did this in PPC, right? Over there, we did rotation and shift. So movement is also known as rotation. So rotation along the demand curve, either you will move up like this or it will be shift. So what is rotation and shift? For example, this is your demand. If you are moving from here to here, right? That is your movement. But if you were here, but now you shifted here or here, so this is your shift. So this is schedule. Over here, what you can see, price is increasing, so demand is falling. Price is decreasing, demand is increasing. Over here, price is constant, right? But demand is increasing, and here demand is decreasing. Okay. So you can see the graph. This is the graph. This is from here, it was X, it increases, it decreases, right? You can see your demand was Q, but now your demand is Q1. So it is decreasing because your price increases, right? So this is contraction in demand. But over here, your demand was this first, but now your demand is this. So from here to here, you moved. So this is expansion, increase in demand. But over here, your price was constant every time, right? It is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? But your demand is increasing from here to here. So this is increase in demand. Again, your price is constant, but your demand decreases from here to here. So this is decrease in demand. Clear, girls?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now the next thing is that, ma'am, what are the causes of rightward shift in the demand curve and what are the causes for leftward shift in the demand? Okay. So, ma'am, for rightward shift, shift can be two types. One will be your rightward, one will be your leftward. So when your income increases, right, then demand for normal goods will shift rightward. When your income decreases, then for demand for inferior good will fall rightward. Then increase, these are the causes which will cause rightward shift. Increase in income of the consumer, decrease in income of a consumer, increase in price of substitute good, decrease in the price of complementary good, favorable taste, preference and habit, rise in future price, like this. But what are the causes of leftward shift? Everything will be opposite. Here it was increase, here it will be decrease. Here it was decrease, it will be increase. Decrease in price of substitute good, increase in price of complementary good, unfavorable taste, preference and habit, and fall in future expected price. So these are basically the leftward shift causes. Clear? Clear, girls? Okay. Okay. So first of all, you will write hashtag difference between change in quantity demand and change in demand. Okay. And you will quickly write these 2 points. Girls done? Okay. So rest, you will take screenshots and you will complete it at your home. Okay, take the screenshot. Wait, I'll just erase it. Okay. I hope everyone, like, if you are taking screenshot, I am trusting you people that you people will make notes. Okay. Done. Done.
Ma'am, please scroll up a bit. Not on the previous one. Thank you.
Take the screenshot for graph. Now the causes and wait, causes of rightward and causes of leftward. Wait, yeah, you can take it now.